Hi, this is Stan Dubin, and welcome to the Hiring Tips Podcast. The name of this tip is, Let's Walk Through Your Resume. In an earlier hiring tip or two, I mentioned a learning experience I had while visiting my local Barnes & Noble's bookstore. Every so often, I make it a point to check out the hiring section at the bookstore. What I find almost always surprises me. Shelves. Yes, shelves of books devoted to two subjects: how to write a great resume and how to do exceptionally well in the hiring interview. If I do a rough count, I'll see 60 to 80 books on these two topics. And as time rolls along, new titles show up. How to write a great resume and how to do exceptionally well in the hiring interview. If I do a rough count, I'll see 60 to 80 books on these two subjects. And as time rolls along, new titles show up. How to write a great resume and how to do exceptionally well in the hiring interview. Well, on the one hand, we do like to see prospective employees come prepared. Preparation is good. But from the viewpoint of those making hiring decisions, we also want to find out what's really going on with our applicants. How will they respond to different situations in the workplace? Are they honest? Are they trustworthy? Are they dependable? Many of the hiring tips were written to help you get the straight scoop from your applicants, to get past the polished candidate, to ask them questions they were not anticipating so you can make better and better hiring decisions. So let's see if we can do that with this tip as well. Both of you will have a copy of the resume in front of you. Ask the applicant to walk you through each part of it. Obviously, you can skip over the basic contact information, but after that, let's get some feedback on objectives, experience, education, skills, interests and activities, references. Granted, resumes can be different, but most resumes will address the above subjects. Do some people pad their resumes? Well, we all know the answer to that. I couldn't tell you what percentage do this, but here's a thought. It's conceivable that people pad their resume simply because they know that others do so. It's an agreed-upon lowering of personal ethics. The key to the effectiveness of this tip is your observation of the applicant as he walks you through each part of the resume, his resume. In other words, when you ask him to amplify a particular point of experience on the resume, watch him carefully as he goes over this with you. The honest candidate should be able to easily and comfortably clarify or expand on any part of the resume. The candidate who padded or exaggerated a particular point or points will have some uneasiness describing it in further detail. Unfortunately, there are a few who can look you in the face and lie with incredible ease. They won't flinch. But you shouldn't see too many of this kind of person. Essentially, you will see those who honestly filled in every detail of their resume, and they will have no difficulty walking you through it. And you will see those who are somewhat or even very uncomfortable giving you the supporting information that you request. If you decide to use this tip, you'll find your powers of observation improving the more you pay close attention to how your applicant communicates to you. Are you finding the Hiring Tips podcast helpful? If so, could you take a couple of minutes and go over to iTunes and leave a review? If you go to iTunes and just type in Hiring Tips, it'll take you there right away. Thanks very much. Much appreciated. The Hiring Tips is brought to you by the Employee Testing Center. We have an employee testing service that will help you hire better staff. It's very accurate, easy to understand, and delightfully affordable. Watch our 3-minute video at getbetterstaff.com. That's get, betterstaff.com. Our podcast does not represent legal advice. Employment law can vary from state to state. So please consult an attorney familiar with the law that applies to the area where your business is located for any legal questions specific to your company. Thanks for listening.